Is this going to be good though? I'm not convinced.
We're in for a treat.
Jesus, that's loud.
New coming to gameplay in FIFA 23.
Can't wait to hear more about Hypermotion
How's it going?
2.
Let's throw it to Sheldon and our gameplay team to dive into the details.
I hate these commentators, man.
One and only Shauna Games and our gameplay dev team, Sam and Concho. Everyone, how you doing?
Bro, it looks so slow. This is the problem. It just looks so slow.
Okay, let's get right into it. Today we're talking about Hypermotion 2, women's football, attacking, defending, goalkeepers, and Shauna's favorite, skill moves.
First, let's start with Hypermotion 2. What have we got?
So Hypermotion is our groundbreaking next-gen technology that combines advanced 11 versus 11 match capture with machine learning. And with Hypermotion 2 this year, for FIFA 23, we carried out twice as much real-world motion capture than we did last year. That's two...
Last year they said they'd done it, but they definitely did not. Also, why have I got captains on? Get off. Actually, let me keep them on for you guys. Like last year, they did not have any. It was the exact same game.
Oh, wow, that sounds amazing.
That's right. So there was like a shooting drill. We got a ton of great data for power shots and goalkeepers. We also did one-on-ones, so a lot of new dribbles. And the way the defender copied and try to counter that dribble, we've got all that motion.
Okay,
so
sure.
The beauty of training drills is that we can get a high volume of data that maybe you would see only once or twice in a full 90-minute match. But in the training drills, we got it over and over again in a short period of time.
And Hypermotion 2 is a technology that empowers the improvements across all the gameplay.
Do you... Tell me, they say these professional players. Do you know any of them? Do you really know any of those players? No. So it's going to be the same sloppy stuff every time.
And in the end, it takes us over 6,000 new true-to-football animations transferred from the pitch directly into the game.
Yeah, and don't forget our machine learning algorithm. It's learning from over 9 million frames of data that we captured from these accents motion capture shoots. So to sum it up, it's more motion capture data than we've ever captured before.
I'll just lead to sloppy touches like normal.
Competitive matches, and that's what's going into the game, feeding our animation and AI systems.
Well, I'm super excited you guys are representing women's club football now in FIFA. What is it like working with the professional women's team this time around?
It was amazing. We captured 2 professional women's teams, and now that we have
fair enough, professional.
It's
fair enough.
Authenticity to the women's game. We've captured all this real-world data where they played a competitive match, and now all of that can be felt in the game.
And I know that besides the capturing the specific animations for the passing and the shooting, we actually...
That's a nice passing animation, but it's just... It's so slow.
It means like every running style will be feel unique and more realistic.
It's so slow.
What does all of this unlock in making the Hypermotion 2 experience feel more authentic?
From the first moment you pick up FIFA 23, you're going to notice that dribbling is different. We've used the new animations that Hypermotion brings to enhance the responsiveness and the visual quality of dribbling. And it adds a whole new level of personality. When you're playing with elite dribblers, you're going to be able to change directions much more quickly. It's more based on real-world football. But what the tech allows us to do is actually interrupt dribble animations so that even if you point to the right side, you can quickly change to the left, and we'll interrupt that dribble animation.
Shot cancel.
To sort of like create a
basically
like body feint motion where you're shifting your weight from one side to the other to help you beat that opponent.
And the new dribbling system is compatible with the machine learning ML flow that introduced last year.
Basically, he's just doing a shot cancel without actually doing a shot cancel. That's all that is.
Right, and then people always ask, well, what's the counter to dribbling? Surely there's something in defending. Well,
there should be nothing in defending. It's too overpowered.
So the way you're able to position your body, the way you're able to angle up to that dribbler is much more intelligent.
Yeah, and I know that the jockey allows you to have this super smooth, quick, lateral movement, in and out, step-ins, change of direction.
Well, I love using the jockey button, so I'll definitely be using this to counter the dribbling. Please tell me more, guys.
Another part of the Hypermotion that I'm super excited is Accelerate. We know that the pace...
Isn't he like from Ben 10, Accelerate? What's going on here?
Those attributes is probably the very first thing that our players look into.
Exactly, like acceleration is very important.
Yeah, inspired by...
Even EA say that it's literally just pace. That's how bad this stuff is.
The real-life players, we defined 3 acceleration archetypes. The explosive, controlled, and lengthy. The length is the strong physical players. But it's not only limited to defenders. Some of the strong physical attackers will also benefit from this archetype, which means they might be not as fast on the very short distance, but will be able to accelerate and their long, powerful strides to really...
Like, so certain players have certain running styles. So if you want to do through balls, you need 99 pace on every player. I mean, it's not bad, but long strides ain't going to work because everyone sits like 5 at the back,
improve
you
their
know?
speed and accelerate even further and get the edge over the longer distances. I know that most of the players will be using the controlled, which is more continuous acceleration, but I really like the other archetype, the explosive one, which is dedicated to agile players like those midfielders.
It's
in the
just,
center
it
of the
looks
field,
so
because
slow.
they might not be associated with the pacey and the long runs, but they have
It
that
just don't look
fluid,
right.
quick first step.
Oh wow, they're literally coming so fast off the mark.
And it's not just the acceleration types that we
Who
have
runs like that?
this year. We also have signature run styles.
Who runs like that? No one runs like that.
I know Mbappe is one who've got his unique running motion in the game right now. I know there was a
Oh
few
my
other players
God.
that you were keen to talk about.
No one runs like this.
My favorite one is Vinicius Jr. because he actually has two visually different run styles when he's dribbling with the ball and without. You can see when he's dribbling with the ball, his hands a little bit everywhere because he's so creative going in and out. But when he runs, he's more composed. And I know there's a series of the small, subtle changes
This is
in the way the
No one at all ever runs like this.
arms move and the elbows move during dribbling, during running, during jogging, and the collection of those small changes really makes a difference.
Oh wow, that's sick.
She does not sound happy at all. Oh wow, that's sick. Cool. That's sick, yeah.
Seeing so many new additions on the hypermotion side, but there's really a lot happening in gameplay overall
Sure.
this year.
See it
Let's
to
start
believe
on
it
the
with this
offensive
stuff.
side of the ball.
Sam, what's your favorite way of scoring a goal?
My favorite one is a power shot. Power shot is a new high-risk, high-reward mechanic that requires a little bit more precision from you, but at the same time it will result in one of the most powerful, most exquisite animation I've ever seen in FIFA games.
With power shots, you can actually do this in a number of different ways. You can take it off the dribble, or you can take it first time.
Top bins all day, every day.
For sure, for sure.
Shauna always going for the top bins, but as
These guys are hitting the ball at 116 miles an hour. Or kilometers an hour.
Composed ball control. This
Oh
year,
my
composed
God.
ball striking
I also saw that they're getting rid of a lot of dribbling, so they make them overpowered for a month, then get rid of them. That is a typical EA thing.
to control the ball with that first touch and set themselves up for a volley or like a bicycle kick. You take one touch to control the ball and then fluidly step into the shot. So the beauty of it is that you're setting yourself up with that thigh touch or that chest touch so that you can really step into it with power for the shot.
And now to an area where we have a little more time to find different ways to score. What's new with set pieces in FIFA 23?
I do like the new set piece system.
We redesigned
It does
all
look
set
good.
pieces mechanics. The new penalty kicks will have a more intuitive aiming system, but the key piece of the penalty kicks this year is a new circle shape composure bar. If you time it right, you will have a more precise shot, which means you can also power it a little bit more.
I do like that. I'm happy to get rid of the circles. Hate it. I hate the circles.
Players can look forward to.
With the new system, with the right stick, you are able to pinpoint the exact place on the ball you're about to strike. And I really love that the new system gives you full control of the trajectory. So in certain situations, I can actually curl around the wall back into the net, and the opponent
That
will
is cool.
have no idea I can
But will it work?
Favorite thing is
That's the
on
question.
defense, you can actually lie down behind the wall to block any low shots when the wall's jumping. You see that in real football all the time these days.
Sam, the back line is starting to sweat right now. How on earth are we going to counter all of this on the defensive side?
Play drop back. Doesn't matter. As long as you play drop back, none of this stuff will work.
Every year, we're trying to keep up with the attacking, with all the new ways to score. And on defender, there are several improvements we had in this year. And my favorite
Slide.
one is the hard slide.
Slides.
These features
A
will
slide's
let you
really
send
the best
ball
thing.
as far away as possible. But I found it quite useful as a counterattack to the power shots. Because if you need some time to prepare for a shot, this is a perfect opportunity for me to unexpectedly go and kick the ball as far away as possible.
Also, that is so unrealistic. If you slid him there, he'd either kick your foot or you just wouldn't kick the ball that far. He'd just go like a pea roll away.
And I know we've added a ton of new animations just for the elite defenders. So more coverage to stop the ball. Even if you've sort of overrun the ball, you can reach back and still get your toe onto it. So really nice way to make those world-class defenders stand out.
Pay to win style.
Naturally, we've made our way to the last line of defense. What's new in
Oh, yeah.
goalkeeping this year?
At least the goalkeeper's fingers move. At least they move. That's all we want to see.
So with keepers, we've added this reaction time based on their vision. So if their vision is blocked, they're going to be a bit slower to react. So more natural behaviors from the goalkeeper. But when they do have time to go up and grab that ball, they're going to be stronger. Even if an opponent is challenging for the ball, they're going to keep that ball. Even if they fall down, they're going to hold on to it.
Are you sure, Rio? Because sometimes they lose it. And sometimes they don't go for the ball at all and they just try and like dive underneath it.
To add this for a long time when the goalkeeper will really stretch out reaching for the ball and you will be able to see like each finger deformation coming up.
Ah, but at least the fingers move when the goalkeeper saves it, but it still goes in. Love it.
Physics approach was able to recreate not only for the goalkeeper but also for the defenders.
Why are you adding that as part of your deep dive? Oh my.
Here, the ball will actually graze over the food, will graze.
Look at this guy's foot. I've seen this. Look at his foot. Look at it. Ping. Your foot does not do that. If the ball hits it, your foot does not ping off. Oh my god.
And not only does it graze off the deflection, it actually pushes back like the foot or the arm.
I know
Yeah, but it
Sean
doesn't
dynamic
bounce
position.
like that.
This is low-key my favorite.
The amount of time they spend on it.
What's new? Tell me everything about it, please. I'm dying to know.
There's so many new things with skill moves actually, but my favorite part is the left-footed skill moves. This
That's
is something
cool.
The community has been asking for
Left-footed
many
skill
years,
moves is
and
cool.
we
You
finally
should be
got
able
that
to do a
in the
left-footed
game.
skill.
So if you're Mars, for example, you can actually do an elastico skill, and he'll use his left foot to do that now. There's so many other skill moves to talk about, like Mbappe, right? The way he fakes a shot.
I really love the fake shots because it's one of the easiest and most reliable skill moves to perform in the game. And I know that this is available only to the elite player.
And we also have a stutter feint skill move where they feint one way and make you step the wrong direction.
That's not bad skill animation, to be fair.
New skill moves is a heel fake to ball roll.
It's good. I mean, I've been using it already in the game. And
That just looks ridiculously heel to heel.
Use the heel to fake a pass, and then you do a ball roll to the other direction.
Oh, wow, that's sick. Well, this is going to be great content for me.
Totally. I'm loving all of these new updates coming to FIFA 23, from women's football to new shooting mechanics to all new ways to defend. And your first look at what Hypermotion 2 is bringing to the game.
Is that it?
That does it
Yeah,
for
that's
me.
it.
Derek, back to you.
Bro,
Thank you very much for that.
bro. It just looks, FIFA is going to be dead on day one. It just looks so boring. There's nothing new, really. It's ridiculous, man.